crappy grades, a bunch of student debt, and essentially no hope for the future. I just wanted to show you my pre-PA timeline to show you that my 15 years in limbo eventually paid off, and now I'm a PA. The whole reason I even have this graphic made up is because I'm applying for my PA license in North Carolina. Every state makes you do different things. And so I'm applying for my PA license in North Carolina, and they actually make you put in your entire timeline of everything you did from high school all the way to the present day. So I'm not going to talk about every one of these in detail. I want this video to be, 5 or 10 minutes max. But I just wanted to show you, from high school, graduating high school in 2007, going into an engineering program, 2007 to 2008, hated it, didn't want to be an engineer. And so I wanted to be pre-med basically from that year on, and then becoming pre-med biology major from 2008 to 2011. So I graduated college with a biology major 2011, very low GPA, 2.98, no hours, no clinical hours, no patient care experience, not even all of my pre-PA prerequisite courses done, just total train wreck of an applicant, and just didn't even apply because I knew I'm not going to get in. So it was useless. And also I had all these student loans, and I was not in a good place to try to apply to graduate school. And so after graduating from college in 2011, the summer, I was looking for a job. The economy was kind of crappy at that time. So I did some waiting tables. I did some other little odd jobs. I delivered food for food fetchers, which was like Grubhub way back in the day. You had a pager. You didn't even have like a smartphone. So yeah, I did all of that, and then finally landed a job using my degree with a National Prion Disease Pathology and Surveillance Center, NPDPSC, at Case Western Reserve in Cleveland, Ohio, which was a cool job. But I was basically a lab tech, and I didn't like it. And so I didn't like it so much that I quit and became a bartender because it sounded like more fun at the Mad Greek, also in Cleveland, Ohio. I knew I didn't want to be a bartender, forever. I knew I wanted to still be a medical provider, but I had no idea how to get there because I had crappy grades, a bunch of student debt, and essentially no hope for the future. I needed a change. So I joined the military. Why exactly? There's a bunch of reasons, but I joined the military. I joined the Navy. Spent 2.5 years in the U.S. Navy Ceremonial Guard in D.C., 2.5 more years as a yeoman for HSM 37 out of Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii, basically doing travel arrangements and budgets and whatnot for helicopter pilots. And then had a very short break, and then did a post-bac program to improve my grades at Cornell University. That was 2 semesters. And then immediately upon graduating from that program, barely even catching my breath, I immediately started my job as a scribe for physicist scribes. And with my experience, they needed a new chief, basically like a supervisor scribe for that team. So I did that. Hindsight, probably shouldn't have done all that responsibility at once, but it be what it be. And then, where is it? Oh yeah, I don't know why this is out of order, but basically about 6 months into that, I got an opportunity to be a medical assistant for way better hours and way more money. And also just a different skill set, more hands-on than being a scribe. So I went to go do that. And during that time is when I finally got into PA school. Took a couple months off, and then there's PA school, and then, there's my history as a PA, the 2 years that I've been practicing. So basically, from 2008 to 2019, when I finally got into PA school, was, 11 years. 11 years in, I guess you would call it limbo. I mean, I was constantly moving forward. I was getting life experience. I was having the time of my life in DC and in Hawaii. I was doing cool stuff. It's not wasted years by any means, but it was years not spent as a PA or even in PA school. But either way, I guess you could call it limbo. I just call it life. But my point in sharing all of that is whatever your personal journey has to be, if practicing medicine is what you want, never stop. Don't stop until you get there, whatever path that may be, whether you keep firing away at PA school or whether you become a bachelor's trained nurse in one of these accelerated bachelor programs for a year and a half, and then become a nurse practitioner down the line, or you do a few different things and go to medical school. Whatever the path is for you, just if you have it in your heart and soul and blood to become a medical provider, to practice medicine, it's really a calling. And people like us, we can't do anything else. This is the job that is meant for us. So if you are one of those people, please do not give up. Please do not give up. And just whatever it takes for you to get there, just do it one step at a time. Let me know if you need help. I'll see you guys in the next video.